Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for Friday, the 24th of August. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Today we called in the service at zozostockwatch.com. We called Roku over $60.30, the time of the trade, and the alert was at 10:07. So let me go to the Roku 2-minute chart here, and as you can see, Roku over $60.30 popped all the way up to $61.27. So that was one of our calls today in the service. Another one that we called in the service today was VKTX, sorry, over $10.77. So VKTX 2-minute chart that you're looking at here was VKTX stock went from 1077 on the initial pop. It went up all the way up to about 1094, and then after that it traveled up throughout the day, moved up to $11.65 on VKTX. Next one we had up was IQ. Here was the alert on IQ. That was at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. All times are Eastern Time. IQ over $29.50. We'll go to our 2-minute chart. IQ. Here was the entry on IQ, was coming up over this consolidation, getting up over VWAP, building some momentum. It gets up over 29.50, and the stock traveled all the way up to $29.90. So that's just a few of the trades that we did at Zozo Stockwatch just for today. Let me go ahead and get into the markets here a little bit for today. VIX gained a little traction today, up 1.31%. The market's pulled back a little bit. The VIX still has a 12 handle on it, so no real major move up in the VIX. As far as sectors that moved up, everything was up very slightly today. Was pretty much a kind of a slow, dull day in the markets. The XME did take a hit though today, down almost 3% on the XME, the metals and the mining. Turkey took a hit today, down 2%. The OIH and oil was down. OIH, the service sector, down almost 1% on the day. XBI down about 0.75%. The IBB was down about 0.5% for the day. And then after that, down fractionally for the rest of the markets. Oil itself, the USO basically flat. All right, so oil was flat, the USO and oil itself down a fraction on light sweet crude oil, but still holding above that $65 a barrel level. As far as the Dow goes, for the day, the Dow was down 70, we'll call it 77 points. The NASDAQ Composite down about 11 points for the day. The S&P 500 were down about 5 points for the day. So go ahead and look at some of the markets here. The SPY, a very narrow day. We came up to the all-time highs again, and we got as high as 286.94, and then they pushed us back. Only 49 million shares traded in the SPY today, still holding above the 5 EMA on the daily chart. You see we came down, we hit it here, we hit it here, so we're staying above the 5 EMA on the daily chart here for the SPY. As far as IWM, that's still holding above the 5 EMA also. QQQs also holding above the 5 EMA on the daily charts. IWC, the micro caps, also holding not too much pullback in the micro caps, holding above the 510 and the fast moving averages there. On that, the IBB itself, right around the 10 SMA for the IBB, the XBI, trying to get over the 50 SMA, struggling a little bit today on the XBI, but still holding above the 50 SMA, and the XBI, the 50 SMA on this. This is the mid cap biotechs, that's at 96.98, so we'll call it $97. That's the number you want to watch on the XBI to see if we can get up over that $97 area for that. Let's go ahead and get into some of the news that came out after the bell tonight. We did have some earnings. Intuit came out. Earnings per share beat by 8 cents. Revenue beat. They popped the stock up. You're looking at a 5-minute after hours chart right here. They popped the stock up and then it pulled back. We also had earnings from Autodesk tonight. Autodesk holding the gains here on the gap up. Autodesk earnings per share beat by 6 cents. Revenue beat. Roast, R-O-S-T, a retailer. This stock earnings per share beat by 3 cents and revenues beat. Roast is moving down in the after hours tonight on ROST. Splunk, SPLK, they had an earnings per share beat by 3 cents and revenue beat. They're gapping that one up in the after hours tonight on Splunk. HPQ came out with earnings after the bell tonight. They beat by 2 cents, beat on revenue, but they didn't like what they heard or saw. And so they're moving HPQ down in the after hours. Some other stocks, courtesy of the trade exchange, that had earnings after the bell. This Gap Stores, this one earnings per share beat by 4 cents, revenue beat, stock moving down. And VMW earnings per share beat by 5 cents, revenue beat. They didn't like something on that one, and they're moving that down also on VMware. SNNA doing a 75 million ATM offering through Callan, SNNA. That stock, not much reaction on that news in the after hours. PTCT Therapeutics successfully completes acquisition of Agilis Biotherapeutics, PTCT. That stock, not much reaction in the after hours on that. All right, so that's some of your news courtesy of the trade exchange, built for traders by traders. All right, let's go ahead and get into that watch list for Friday, the 24th of August. Remember, tomorrow is going to be a Friday in August, so don't overtrade tomorrow. Take it slow, okay? A lot of traders are going to be stepping away, myself included. But I'll give you a watch list here for tomorrow. ACIA, nice move up, 1.7 million shares traded today. The high on this stock was 41.93, so it has that 42 number it needs to get up above on ACIA. Next one up is CHFS. This is a China stock trying to turn the corner here. Has that $1.25 number it needs to get back over. It's a beaten down, oversold stock trying to pop here. 1.1 million shares came into CHFS, so keep an eye on that. If it can retake the highs today were 133. Maybe if it gets back over 130, you might get a continuation move, but let it set up intraday. CRON holding very well, holding good strength here. Has that $9 area up ahead. Today's high on CRON was 872, maybe 875, sends it through 9. 13 million shares came in on CRON. A lot of volume has been pouring into this stock after the CGC news, right? That stock steadily moving up also after Constellation Brands took a stake in that company. So CRON has been kind of moving up in sympathy. The other one that's been moving up is TLRY, but that one pulled back a little bit. So keep an eye on Crone. You might get that break of $9 tomorrow on CRON. FEY, FireEye, FEYE. A lot of options activity, unusual call activity in this name. It was mentioned on CNBC by Pete Najarian. Look at this volume, 18.2 million shares. The stock popped up to over $16 a share. Trying to turn the corner here. If we look at some other names in the sector, FTNT, that one has been very strong. Palo Alto Networks has been very strong. Cyber has been very strong, trending up stock. So maybe FEYE wants to play catch up in the sector. So keep an eye on that one for the next couple of days. IDXG, a little under 1 million shares, but that's okay. Close enough, right? IDXG getting above the 200 back here. We held it. We're above it now, and has that $1.25 area up ahead. The high today on IDXG was $1.19. So keep an eye on this one. Making a nice move if you're interested in that. IGC. Supposedly this is a pot stock also. 1.4 million shares came into it today, and the other day it had almost over 4 million shares came in on IGC. Now it's an under $1 stock, but supposedly this is a pot stock also. So keep an eye on this one for a possible trade tomorrow. VA volume, 1.2 million shares. I like this candle. Didn't give anything back. Has that $16 area up above. Keep this one on the chart for intraday IZEA. Starting to turn the corner. I believe this one, yeah, it was up in the after hours, trading at 157-ish on that name. So today I had about 274,000 shares. It is trying to turn the corner here. Not a favorite, but volume can always come in. So keep it on watch. You got this pop back in July on this name. So if you can get up maybe this 100 SMA, which is currently at 163, you might get a pop in IZEA. LEJU, this is a China name. Nice candle here. 6 million shares came into it. They popped it up, has that $1.80 area up above. Maybe you get a little bit of a pullback, all right? Red to green type of move. So keep an eye on this LEJU, like the volume there. LX, another China name. They popped it up to 14 and then it kind of sold off. So I don't like this candle action here. I wish it would have held more of the gains, but we'll see if it sets up intraday. Maybe if it gets back over 13 and change, you might get another move in it. 4.8 million. Look at this volume on that. NEPT has been slowly creeping up here, riding the 5 EMA, has that 350 number. It got as high as 353 today, so maybe over the highs today. Keep an eye on that one. 1.2 million shares were picked up today in NEPT. NHID, $6 area up above there on that one. 1.5 million shares. Keep an eye on that. NSYS, I know it's been very quiet here on it. Only 46,000 shares. It is holding above the moving averages. It had popped up here and it got close to 8 here. So I'm going to keep it on watch, but I'm not in love with that. But keep it on like a back burner type of a chart just in case. NTNX, nice move up today. TWLO broke out to new highs here on TWLO. Maybe NTNX wants to perk up also. Needs to probably get up over that 57 area. The high today was $57, 2.4 million shares. OBLN, nice move up. Has the $3 area above. 2.7 million shares came in on this. OBLN, it's a beaten down stock trying to turn the corner. Maybe on a Friday you might get a quick pop in that one. Keep an eye on it. SE, they pushed this one up to the 50 SMA. Dip buyers showed up on a Wednesday. They tried pushing it up today. So I have it on watch. 1.4 million shares. SNES, they were trying to get this one going. 1.5 million shares. Still has that dollar area up ahead. The 20 SMA, the red line you see there is at $1.02. So keep an eye on that one if it can breach that dollar. SSC had a nice day. We actually traded this one 2 times in the service today for winners. So SSC, trying to get up over this $4 area, 405 area. The high recently was $4.18. Keep an eye on that. VKTX, the one that we traded today, kind of coming out of this consolidation here, 5.5 million shares. High on this today was $11.80. We closed at 11.40. So we held most of the gains here on this VKTX. So keep an eye on this one. Maybe you get kind of a pullback and then a range break in the open on VKTX. All right, that's your watch list for Friday, the 24th of August. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Thanks for listening. If you like these videos and they're helping you out, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and please check the description box down below for all the information about my site and service. Have a great night, everybody, and be back at it. Probably no videos over the weekend this week. Gonna take a little break, but we'll be back at it next week. Have a great night.